The hockey world is mourning the heartbreaking loss of Claude Lemieux after reports confirmed the four-time Stanley Cup champion passed away at the age of 60, leaving behind an extraordinary legacy that shaped one of the most intense eras in NHL history. For generations of hockey fans, Claude Lemieux represented far more than statistics or championships. He was one of the fiercest competitors ever to step onto NHL ice, a player who built his reputation through toughness, fearless playoff performances, and an unmatched ability to rise during hockey's biggest moments. Now, however, supporters across Canada, the United States, and the hockey world are reflecting on his life, his accomplishments, and the heartbreaking circumstances surrounding his passing. According to reports, Lemieux passed away at age 60. Authorities later revealed that his death was ruled as he took his own life after he was found at a family-owned business property in Florida. The tragic news shocked teammates, rivals, fans, and former NHL figures, because Lemieux had remained active around the hockey community and had even participated in public NHL-related events only days earlier. The tragedy immediately sparked emotional reactions throughout the sports world. Supporters struggled to understand how someone remembered as one of hockey's toughest competitors could be gone so suddenly. Several fans admitted they were stunned because Lemieux appeared publicly engaged, energetic, and connected to the game even in recent weeks. Born in Buckingham, Quebec, Claude Lemieux grew into one of the most successful playoff performers in NHL history. After being selected by the Montreal Canadiens in the 1983 NHL draft, Lemieux quickly developed a reputation for intensity, physicality, and clutch performances. He helped the Canadiens capture the Stanley Cup in 1986 before eventually becoming one of the defining playoff players of his generation. Throughout his remarkable 21-year NHL career, Lemieux played for the Montreal Canadiens, New Jersey Devils, Colorado Avalanche, Phoenix Coyotes, Dallas Stars, and San Jose Sharks. He won 4 Stanley Cups, captured the Conn Smythe Trophy as playoff MVP in 1995, and became famous for elevating his game when championships were on the line. His 80 playoff goals remain among the highest totals in NHL history, further cementing his place among hockey's greatest postseason performers. But Claude Lemieux's career was never defined by success alone. He was also one of the most controversial and polarizing players the NHL had ever seen. Opposing fans often viewed him as an agitator who played on the edge of acceptable physicality. Meanwhile, teammates admired his willingness to sacrifice everything to win. That combination made him one of the most talked-about players of his era. Perhaps no rivalry became more famous than his battles with the Detroit Red Wings. The conflict reached legendary status after the infamous hit on Chris Draper in 1996, which helped fuel one of the most intense rivalries in professional sports history. Years later, however, many former rivals developed respect and even friendship with Lemieux despite those heated battles. Following news of his death, former Red Wings star Darren McCarty shared emotional comments reflecting on the complicated relationship they shared throughout their lives. McCarty described the loss as very sad and emphasized that while competition created conflict on the ice, the person away from hockey was different entirely. Those words resonated deeply throughout the hockey community. Many supporters felt they revealed something important about Lemieux's life. Behind the fierce competitor was also a father, husband, friend, and mentor, whose personal relationships extended far beyond hockey. One of the most emotional tributes came from his son Brendan Lemieux, who shared a heartbreaking message honoring his father's memory. In his tribute, Brendan reflected on family moments, gratitude, and the enormous impact Claude had on their lives. His message quickly spread across social media as fans expressed sympathy and support for the grieving family. As tributes continued arriving, NHL teams, former teammates, league officials, and fans all honored Lemieux's contributions to hockey. The Montreal Canadiens, New Jersey Devils, Colorado Avalanche, and numerous former players reflected on his championship pedigree, his competitiveness, and the passion he brought to the sport. NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman and several organizations publicly acknowledged the enormous role Lemieux played in NHL history. Outside hockey arenas, supporters began gathering to honor his memory. Fans shared photographs, old jerseys, collectible cards, and memories from playoff runs that helped define entire generations of hockey. Many supporters revisited classic highlights, showing Lemieux scoring crucial postseason goals and delivering unforgettable performances under pressure. One fan wrote online, "You may have hated playing against him, but you respected what he accomplished." Another commented, "Claude Lemieux was built for playoff hockey." Similar messages flooded social media throughout the day.